if it's the moon. She's got that big light behind her. She's got quite a smile on her face. She's quite happy because she knows what she's doing. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Words of Wisdom Tarot, where we use the chakra system to give language to what women inherently know and the permission to trust it. It is very interesting in the feminine collective today, and has been for the last few days, last week. I just want to talk to you about that for a moment. If you have been feeling really emotional, really tired, jittery, wired but tired, clearing a lot of things, weepy, the Schumann resonance has been very high and very erratic and pulsing and doing all kinds of things. So our bodies are transmuting that energy. And while it's transmuting that energy, it's also upgrading us and clearing out from our systems what we no longer need. I personally have been going through it the last couple of days or so, and even this morning, I finally had a conversation with my best friend, and she put things into perspective for me, and I think I just needed that conversation to clear out a few things that are old, or just kind of part of the old version of me that is no longer part of the 3D timeline. So we've had a timeline split. 5D energies are here, but the new versions of us haven't arrived yet. So the old versions are disappearing. This is also the very true end of the year of the snake. So if you've been feeling a little like me, like a toothpaste tube that is being, do you remember how we used to take like clothespins and stuff and roll the toothpaste tubes until we got the very last little bit out of it? That is maybe how you're feeling as well, and fully justified by these energies. So you are not alone. Today, I remember how I mentioned yesterday, I felt the Divine Feminine Collective was on the left side of the spine. So the spine is where your energetic column is. So everything that is in balance should be running up and down your spinal column, down to your tailbone and up out of the top of your head. But yesterday, the energies felt off on the left side. Remember how I was talking about carrying the weight of the world, the emotional, spiritual world on your shoulder, and how this is pulling things out. Today, that energy has shifted over to the right side, but yesterday it was a painful energy. It was a compressed and like a bone on bone kind of energy. Today, it feels more like the feminine collective has said, that's enough. It's time to take charge. We're going to start moving forward. I know that astrologers are saying that this is the week that the patriarchy is going to be crumbling, getting its comeuppance, getting, you know, if we already haven't seen the seedy underbelly, we're about to see it all. And I'm already seeing signs of that. However, I'm also feeling this energy of the feminine collective having had enough and saying, I think it's time we take charge. And I feel that, but it's this gentleness over in the masculine side of the body. It's not like we're not doing it like a coup. It's not going to be a comeuppance sort of thing. It's going to be gradual, one person at a time, because really that's all we've got at the moment, until there's a mass awakening. But for right now, every person we talk to who can have a change in how they see things is going to be healing. Women are angry. Women are realizing just how much we have tolerated and how much of our lives have been stolen from us because of this programming. So with all that being said, we're going to move on to the reading, but I really needed to share that with you. Just remember, this is a general reading. It is not meant for everybody, so if it doesn't fit you, it is okay. One of them will fit you somewhere. Today we are using the Priestess of Light Oracle cards, which is interesting too, as the Divine Feminine is shifting. These are very much Divine Feminine cards. So in the root chakra, we have the Hostilities card, which also says conflict and unrest. Which actually, ties into this feeling I have over on the right side of my body. I just had this big discussion with you about, the patriarchy and the rising matriarchy and all of that. There has to be unrest in the root chakra, because the root chakra is where we have stability. So there has to be unrest. Hostilities, women are angry, and rightfully so. I wish you'd heard the anger in our conversation this morning. Women are angry, and they've had enough. They've really had enough. But they are also in their sacral chakra. They are bright heart light and open connections. They are still open to relationship, to partnership, to having men in their world, but it has to be in a balanced manner between the masculine and the feminine. And that is where this card, opening heart, deep connections, and water blessings showing up in the solar plexus makes a lot of sense. Because this is where the masculine lives, right? The masculines need to learn how to come out of their wounded masculine, so that not just so that they can love women properly, but so they can love themselves properly. When we're in our wounded feminine or our wounded masculine energies, we are not in union with ourselves. We are not in balance, and we are not functioning from our self. We are functioning from our not self. So currently, the patriarchy, as we can see, many men are functioning from their not self. So opening up their hearts and absorbing that into their solar plexus will help bring that solar plexus back into balance, because I've said this for years and it really is true. Love heals everything, including your chakras. So in the heart chakra, we have earth magic, which is fearlessness and removing obstacles. That goes back to this root chakra card, where we're talking about how women are stepping up and starting to say no, and just trusting in themselves, staying grounded with the earth, staying grounded within themselves, and starting to stand in ways that we haven't stood before. This, as you can see, she has, I'm going to say it's the, hello there, Pip. I'm going to say it's the sun behind her. So she's got the light behind her, showing her the way. Even if it's the moon, she's got that big light behind her. She's got quite a smile on her face. She's quite happy because she knows what she's doing. She knows where she's going, and she's not afraid to get there. She knows that her mission is to protect the children and protect other women, and she's going after it. Okay. In the throat chakra, we have precognition, psychic ability, and future vision. This, to me, instantly talks to me about channeling information from above, or channeling information from within that you know in your soul. And it's not things that you maybe are aware of on a conscious level that suddenly come out. You speak them into existence and you realize they're the truth, and you're like, how did I know that? We could either go on a couple theories, and there's probably a few more. I run on a couple theories. One is that our souls have past lives, and the other is that instead of having past lives, we have multiple lives running concurrently, and we can tap into those energies. Now, both of those might be way out there. I don't know. But what I do know is a lot of these readings, when I'm doing these readings, so much of this is just channeled. I pick up a card and things just start to come out of my mouth. So sometimes I look like I'm a little lost. It's because all of a sudden nothing's coming through, and I'm like, oh, and how did this tie in anywhere? So this card is saying to you to allow the truth to be channeled through you. Allow yourself to be open to divine intervention, and utilizing this when you're speaking with others who maybe cannot see or speak their truth. But doing it from a third eye perspective, doing it with tenderness, with true love and compassion. This also taps into the wisdom you know. You know how to be loving. You know how to be compassionate, even if no one ever taught you. You have the wisdom of lifetimes. You have the wisdom of the elders to tap into. And I'm hopeful that you've had people in your life that have been compassionate or tender. And if not, you learned that so that you at least could give it to someone else so they would never experience what you've experienced, which is not having the nurturing, not having that compassion and that care given to you. So you're going to model that behavior through the wisdom of the ages. And last but not least, we have shamanic journey in the crown chakra, purpose, attunement, and vision quest, which ties in, as the cards are talking to me, ties in with the hostilities card in the root chakra and the earth magic card in the heart chakra. So we have purpose in the crown chakra. Our purpose is to upset the way things have been done. And to do that, we are going to be fearless and heart-led. So there you go. That is what the cards have for you today. I hope that something in here resonated with you. If it did, do let me know in the comments below. If you are new here, if you could do all the good social media things like share, follow, subscribe, turn on notifications so that the YouTube algorithms can find my content and share it with others just like you who appreciate it. If you're looking to go deeper, my link tree is in the description box below. And as always, take what resonates, leave the rest, and have a great day. I love you.